In the heart of a snowy, old-fashioned Christmas, I found myself clambering aboard a stagecoach. It was one of those grand old-fashioned vehicles, the kind you only see in pictures now, rumbling out of London on a crisp winter morning. The outside was a festive scene, piled high with hampers of game and baskets of treats, all bound for country homes to celebrate the season. Teens sighed. It was a cozy little world of its own, a huddle of strangers brought together by the journey. As we rattled along, the world outside was a blur of frosty fields and quaint villages. The coachman, a sturdy fellow with a face as red as a winter apple, was the king of our little moving kingdom. He'd point out landmarks with a flick of his whip and share tales of the road. His guard was just as cheerful, blowing his horn with gusto as we approached each town, a sound that seemed to carry the very spirit of Christmas. My companions were a delightful mix. There was a young naval officer, his face full of eagerness, heading home on leave. And opposite me, a family three of the prettiest children I'd ever seen, their eyes wide with excitement. Their father, a man with a kind, frank face, was clearly proud of his little brood. They were all bundled up against the cold, their laughter filling the coach like music. The children were the heart of our journey. They chattered about their grandfather's house, the pony they were promised, and the mince pies waiting for them. Their innocence was infectious. Every dog that barked, every cottage we passed, was a source of wonder. They pressed their faces against the frosty windows, their breath creating little clouds, pointing out every new sight with squeals of delight. It was impossible not to smile watching them. As we drew closer to our destination, a fine country estate called Bracebridge Hall, the excitement grew. The father pointed out familiar hills and woods. Then, through the trees, we saw it a magnificent old manor, lights twinkling in every window, smoke curling from its chimneys. It looked like a picture from a storybook, a beacon of warmth and welcome in the winter twilight. The coach pulled up to the gate, and the scene that greeted us was pure Christmas magic. A group of servants stood waiting, but at their head was an old gentleman, his silver hair shining in the lamplight. This was the patriarch, the grandfather. The moment the coach door opened, the children tumbled out and into his arms. The joy was overwhelming hugs, laughter, and happy tears. It was a reunion brimming with love. Watching this beautiful family moment, I felt a warmth spread through me that had nothing to do with the roaring fire I could see inside. It was the warmth of human connection, of family, of coming home for Christmas. The father, seeing me watching, insisted I join them. "You must not be a stranger on Christmas Eve," he said with a smile that was impossible to refuse. And so, a simple journey on a stagecoach became the start of a truly unforgettable Christmas.